Hello and welcome to another video. Just to go to another rant video. I'm going to be doing a lot of this, but just for a put out there. So you've seen Vital, my favourite type of character in fiction. I say my favourite. I mean one of my favourites. I just love them every time they come up. And that is characters, old characters past their prime. They've been through a lot and stuff like that. One of the examples in Watch Dogs Legion, Aiden Pierce. Aiden, I don't know if in the DLC, you play as Aiden. In the main game, if you're in the DLC, you will get the season pass, play him in the main game. But in that story, at the beginning, the first Watchdog, he's already like 38, been through that's actually, I'm going to probably do a video on that, how I want to see more of his backstory. But like, he's 38, he's dead, which is not old, but it's not young either. You've still got a few life experience. And yeah, so he's 55 in 2029 when the Watch Dogs Legion takes place. So he's definitely been through some stuff. He's tired, he's miserable, like, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Next character, which coincidentally, the story also takes place in 2029. I'm guessing that's just a setting at the moment, is the film Logan, which I watched recently. Wolverine, James Howlett as he's going by in the movie, well, yeah, on his car tag anyway. He's got adamantium poisoning thanks to the beer he's drinking being infected with this mutant cure, which basically disables his healing factor and he's an aging, and basically the adamantium is getting to his killing him. Which, yeah, spoiler alert, I guess. He later dies in the movie. Because he just can't heal anymore. But yeah, characters like that. Another example, Vander from Arcane. Vander, if I've seen on the wiki, like in the main one is like, I don't know, 40s, early 40s maybe. Like when he first meets the children in the first scene of Arcane ever, when they're like just like their parents. He's not got any grey, so he's probably like in his 30s, and like 6 or 7 years later, 6 or 7 years later, when the Act 1 takes place, he's probably in his 40s, which is not as old as the two other characters I've talked about in this thing, but you can tell he's been through a lot. He's been through fights, he's retired from fights because of it, and all that stuff. Last character I want to talk about, Busk from Hazbin Hotel. Original, my own favourite stuff at the moment. He's owned by Alistair, his soul is owned by Alistair, and he died on Earth at a relatively old age compared to the others. He died in his 70s or 60s, depending on, like, it's debate whether it's 60s or 70s, but for the sake of it, he died in his 70s, and he died in the 1970s, which is kind of a mouthful, but yeah. So, which he's been through a lot. He of course, probably was a little different when he had the old Lord status. But he probably still had, like, he's wise. He's got stories to share. And actually, would love, like a little sidetrack, would love if they showed him in his life, like in his youth. He did die in his 60s, 70s. In the 1970s, he was born in like 1900s, 1910s, meaning he probably could have been old enough to see Alistair when he was alive, because he died in the 1933. But which probably like a little out of the thing, because like out of all the people in the world, they meet each other. But maybe that's why Alistair targeted him. Yeah, characters like that, Vander, Hayden Pierce from Watch Dogs, Legion, and also it could be argued Watch Dogs first one as well, because hey, even though that's not old, relatively speaking, and Husk as well. So my favourite character, I like every time it comes out. I'm always, especially the character you've grown to connect with, you've seen them in their prime, and all that stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening. I know I've just been playing Red Dead in the background, but I have no other game to match this topic with. But yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave your unfiltered comments down below. If you disagree fully, You think it's the worst character in fiction, type of character in fiction, that's completely fine. Say why. I think differently, but that's your opinion. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.